Good morning, Salome B here. And Mariah Carey has had a psychotic breakdown. She, her nanny called Nick Cannon saying that Mariah Carey was walking around with a ball gown on and a tiara with a ring pop ring on, saying that she was having a dinner party with Whitney Houston, Prince, and Michael Jackson. And they've been treating her. They got her under 5150, and they're treating her. Mental illness is real, y'all. It's real. It's real, and I don't know. I think it's the environment because bipolar disorder can be caused by the environment. It could be hereditary. Um, it could, like I said, it could be any environment you in. If you in a hostile environment, you can develop that stuff. And Mariah Carey's been in Hollywood for years. And I remember when I think it was when Dave Chappelle was talking about his incident, and he was saying when Mariah Carey has a breakdown like that, it's something wrong with the environment. And I knew then, back then when she had that issue, and then Martin Lawrence was running down the street in a plastic bag, and it's real. It's real. And mental illness. In my 37 years of life, I didn't know what to call it until I started studying psychology. Psychology. I didn't know what to call it. I just called it craziness. And as a kid, you would laugh at crazy stuff, but now that I understand it and I know what to call it, it's madness. It's illogical actions and illogical things that you say out your mouth. It's illogical things. It's illogical not being able to recall, forgetting, not being able to remember, and it has a lot to do with diet, everything. But this Mariah Carey situation is having me second guess Prince's situation, because Prince did have epilepsy and my mother has epilepsy, and it's turned into Alzheimer's now. And Alzheimer's is nothing but what they give. That's a diagnosis they give a person that's older. But if you were younger with the symptoms of Alzheimer's, it would be called schizophrenia. So it's the same kind of disease. So it makes me second guess, Prince and Michael Jackson. Because the drug that they gave Michael Jackson, propofol, that's another drug they treat for schizophrenia. And mental illness is prevalent. I'm going to come back with Stevante Clark. He had a mental breakdown the other day. Whew. It could be stressful when your body's doing certain things and you don't know what's going on with it, and you're not smart enough to understand it. It could make you stressed, and it can make you angry because you don't understand what your body's doing. And when your mind is going one way and your body going the other way and your heart is saying something else, you out of order. You're out of order. So Mariah Carey is being treated. Her manager, her ex-manager is suing her for sexual assault and drug abuse. And the thing about mental illness, you gotta watch when you're weak like that, having people around you when you got money. Those are the most people that get taken advantage of. Look at Michael Jackson. Oh, Lord. These medical people around you, you gotta watch them, because a lot of people have gotten out of the medical field. My mentor, she been doing Mary Kay for years. She went to college, got a master's degree in medical fields, and when she found out the politics, she got out. My cousin, she went into Mary Kay, got out of the police. She was a police officer. She got off the police force because of the politics. Now, music got politics too. And Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, and Prince was trying to tell everybody something. And now they visiting Mariah Carey. Now, people might not don't believe in ghosts and stuff like that because that's occultism. But I'm going to tell y'all like this. I watch my mother every day come in here. And I watch her talk to herself. I watch her talk to people that she thinks is there. And I just watch. Because in the mind of a person that's mentally ill, you don't know what they're seeing, what they're witnessing. You don't know. You don't know. So I tend to don't judge, but I hope Mariah Carey, get well. But she had been treated a couple of times at the Hilton Hotel or Beverly Hills Hotel. I can't remember. And Nick Cannon, he found some things strange when, she was saying that she was doing a lot of things for this dinner party. And the nanny had to call him because she was like, hold on. Mariah Carey is walking around here in a ball gown with a tiara on and a ring pop ring saying she got the ring from the Queen of England. And she could have a dinner party with Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Prince. Okay? And I noticed with Alzheimer's, schizophrenia, I've heard it over and over again through people I lived around who did have schizophrenia. They do tell you about accountants that they speak with people that are dead. They speak to people. They see the people that have died and gone. I don't know how that disease, as I was saying, people that I've taken care of as a CNA, and they might have had schizophrenia or Alzheimer's. It depends if they was older or they was in their 40s or they was in their 80s or 70s. They've always talked about seeing people that have died. And, that's what when a person is having a psychotic breakdown or is in psychosis, that's what they say they be seeing. They say they see ghosts. They go into, when you go into meditation, there's a spiritual realm. There's the third dimension, the fourth dimension, and all of that. And when the third dimension is when you have a break from a reality, which means that you're in delusion, which is psychosis. Psychology, they call it psychology today, but it's really not psychology. It's called metaphysics. And metaphysics is an ancient study of the mind. And it's really the study of the soul. When you go really back to the ancient blacks that were here on the earth, they studied it, or the ancient Egyptians, they studied that. The study of the soul. What it does and, where it comes from and things like that. That's today, the Catholic Church, when they started canonizing the Bible, they started taking things out and they start to say that that's evil. That's occultism. That's a secret. And they start taking it out and putting it down there in the cellars of the Catholic Church. But, a lot of Christians, they preach Jesus Christ, but they don't tell y'all about that canonizing of that Bible. Okay? But anyway, I ain't going to get on that. That's another subject. But I have many times before with people around my family or in my family that have had schizophrenia or Alzheimer's, they have said or talked about or recalled talking to someone who has died and gone. And that's when you know that that person is having a breakdown because they're not dealing with reality because the person is dead. So this is why they put the 5150 on Mariah Carey, because she was talking about dead people. Okay? So long, be like, share, subscribe. Have a great day.